The Chicago Bears offensive line absolutely dominated yesterday, and the Bears averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Now, Fields was sacked a couple of times, and we'll get into those plays as it kind of happens, but literally from the first play of the game, the Bears O-line provided Fields a number of seconds within the pocket. Very, very clean. You guys can see here, it doesn't get better than this right here. And with that, Fields was able to take his deep shot to Darnell Mooney. It is just a little bit outside his reach, but I'm very, very fired up to get into the offensive line because I think we're at the point where we can say that with Tevin Jenkins back, this offensive line actually may be a top 5 to 7 O-line unit. We kind of saw a glimpse of that last night. Let's get right into it. You got a 58-yard pass here, 3rd and 9 by Justin Fields. So really, really nice pass. Great route by Moore at the bottom of the screen. Great pass by Fields. Hits him right in stride. And of course, with that, 58 yards, of which 26 was after the catch. But more than just the fact that Fields was able to hit more, the pocket, once again, was kept clean. Now, Tevin Jenkins did not play every single snap at left guard. You guys can see on this one, he's actually not even in the game. This one, it's going to be Cody Whitehair. And Whitehair does a great job taking on the power of Big 93. That is Jonathan Allen. Watch Allen try to run over Whitehair, and he does a really nice job just kind of anchoring down within the rep. To me, that's a really, really nice job. Even Larry Borom here does a pretty nice job. He's going to really anchor down against Chase Young. Very, very difficult player to block. And Borom, last night, actually did a pretty good job. That being stated, let's get into the next snap. Alrighty, guys, so this is the rep in which Darnell Wright is going to give up the sack to Montez Sweat. He makes one massive mistake within this play. He's going to stop moving the feet. When you stop moving the feet, you're going to lose the block. And within this one, you can see that initially he's in a pretty good spot. He has a good base. He has the hands locked into the shoulder pads. But you can also see that Sweat's kind of setting him up within this play. Sweat actually wants to pull him downwards. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to pull him at the same time. He's going to hit the corner. And just like that, he's going to use a speed move to ultimately beat Darnell Wright. Now, Wright has to keep the feet moving. If you keep the feet moving here, you're in a perfect spot. There's no way Sweat is able to beat you on this rep. Not a big deal. Obviously, Darnell Wright is a rookie, and there's a lot of really, really good snaps on tape. We're going to get into those as we kind of get there. Just wanted to point this one out. Let's get into the next snap. Alrighty, guys, 3rd and 14 here. You're going to get a 20-yard touchdown pass. The defense shows a cover 2 pre-snap. Fields sees cover 2 pre-snap, and he makes the proper read within this play. He goes from the inside to the out, and he finds DJ Moore for a 20-yard touchdown pass. But you got to give credit where credit's due, and that is going to be on the offensive line. The O-line does a really, really nice job processing the defensive line game on this one. And with that, they're going to shut it down and ultimately give Fields the time he needs to hit Moore for a touchdown. On this play, Montez Sweat's going to go right into Nate Davis to hopefully free up the defensive lineman on the game. And it's not going to work, because Darnell Wright's going to get the hands on Sweat. He's going to make sure that Davis sees it. He's going to make sure that Davis is able to fully take on Sweat before Darnell Wright comes off the edge and gets back to Daron Payne. And with that, you see both guys basically shut those two guys down. To me, this Commanders defensive line is one of the best in the NFL. People don't realize this. This is a top 5 defensive tackle, and Chase Young has top 5 defensive end potential. He just had an injury that really impacted him. But as he's getting back to form, we're starting to see him flash. Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat were also first-round picks. Pretty good defensive linemen as well. And I think the Bears did a pretty good job last night going up against this unit. That's a really nice pass right there by Justin Fields. Let's get into the next snap. I love the play design here in the backfield. Look at how Justin Fields ultimately keeps this on. Look at this. He's going to play action or fake it to the running back to the inside. He's going to flip all the way back around, and you're going to get a couple of guys to get out in front of him. To me, that's a creative play right there. And this is part of what the coaching staff had to do coming into this game. And they're starting to do it. We've seen it over the last 2 weeks. They're starting to put together a nice game plan. They're starting to let Fields do things that naturally the guys are very, very talented, very, very good at. And I got to give a lot of props to this coaching staff because I was very critical of them last week. Check this play out. You're going to get a quick screen to the right and watch the offensive lineman. Watch Darnell Wright get out here and bam, put a guy into the ground. Look at Nate Davis getting downfield and trying to pick off one of the safeties. To me, this is such a nice job by the offensive lineman, the way they sell it. Guys get downfield. Just a really, really, really nice job if you guys ask me. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. The Bears are going to run inside zone, and the defense here calls a run stunt, and that's not going to work because the offensive line do a great job picking it up. The offensive line do a great job processing it, and you're going to see Khalil Herbert ends up popping on this one for 34 yards. Watch both the right guard and the center do a really nice job with the defensive line stunt up front during the run. They're going to process this perfectly. Davis is going to push number 94 out to Darnell Wright right there. The center is going to come back around, pick up the defensive end, and seal him off to the inside there. And the lane just develops. Darnell Wright pushes Payne way far outwards. He gets him moved out of there. And just like that, Herbert's going to pop this one for 34 yards. He makes a man miss right there. Just a really, really nice job by the guys up front. Great vision by Khalil Herbert. And just like that, 34 yards. So if you guys did not notice this last night, Cody Whitehair was in the game for the first 15 snaps or so for the offense. But then Tevin Jenkins came in, and this was the first play he was in the game. And you already started to notice why Tevin Jenkins is a top 3 to 5 guard in the NFL. It's because of plays like this. You get a guy that's blitzing. Not only does he see it, process it, but look at the hands. Bam! Absolutely wins this rep because this linebacker did not expect Tevin Jenkins to snatch his hands down. He did not expect that to happen. Look at how 57 quickly gets off balance. To me, this is what Tevin Jenkins brings to the Chicago Bears, right? He's so smart with the hands, and he's not the only one that does this. We've seen Nate Davis do this. We've seen Darnell Wright do this. So you got 3 starting offensive linemen that know how to work the hands as offensive linemen. That shit's special right there. And of course, he does make sure 57 ends up falling on the ground. And on the right side, Justin Fields hits DJ Moore, who ends up breaking a tackle, and he takes it for a really, really nice gain right there down the sideline. It's a great job by the receiver. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. Watch the double team here by the left guard and center. And watch the left guard pass this guy off to the center. Then watch him climb and seal off at the next level. And this play right here is going to pop for 6 yards. To me, that's such a nice job right there by Tevin Jenkins. And this is exactly why you want this guy back. To me, this play right here does not work without Jenkins. The power, the physicality, the ability to turn the hips and get up to the next level the way he does. I mean, look at that lane right there develop. That's such a nice job right here by these guys to be able to create that lane. And 6 yards on this one. So really, really nice job. Let's get into the next snap. So you guys have already seen the first 2 snaps to Tevin Jenkins. He came in, immediate impact. Here's snap number 3. I mean, how freaking impressive are these first few snaps from Tevin Jenkins? I mean, this is what this guy brings to the Chicago Bears. To me, this block right here is impressive. The fact that he's able to reach on this wide zone run, the fact that he's able to seal this guy off and create that type of lane is freaking impressive. But it doesn't surprise me because we've seen this from Tevin Jenkins a number of times. But this is exactly what Tevin Jenkins brings to the Bears. Beautiful block if you guys ask me. Let's get into the next snap. Now, I know some people are not sold on Braxton Jones, but Braxton Jones definitely makes his offensive line better. Watch Lorraine Borum on this one. He's going to get beat by Chase Young. Super simple. I mean, Chase Young doesn't even create any sort of pass rush move within this play, right? He just flat out goes right by him. This is just Larry Borum's inability to move, right? Inability to change direction. And to me, you can't have that. And this is why I think Braxton Jones is better than Borum and why I think him being back for the Chicago Bears is going to be massive. With that being stated, let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. You're going to get a quick trap play here. Doubles there. And then watch Nate Davis take on the defensive tackle there. And just like that, you're going to pick up 9 yards on this one. A really, really nicely executed play. This was 2nd and 10. And the Washington Commanders love to put this front out there where it's more of a pass rush front. It's more to kind of get after the quarterback. They widen out their defensive tackles. They put both guys in like that long 3 technique. And the Bears obviously saw this formation right here on tape. And they say we're going to run inside trap on this because the holes just kind of open up themselves, right? So it's a really, really nice job right there. Perfect spot to ultimately call this play. Let's get into the next snap. Watch the double team here by Jenkins and then the climb up to the linebacker. Just a really nice job once again. Absolutely beautiful block. Great job getting the hands fully in there, getting up to the linebacker and pushing the linebacker out of there as he does. Really, really nice job. Let's get into the next snap. So really, really nice play by Justin Fields. 1 minute and 7 seconds left. As a team, you want to run the clock out. You want to get that down to as close to 0 as you possibly can. And Justin Fields is going to take off running, and he's going to slide inbounds as opposed to just running out. And you're going to get the clock to continue to move. So that's a great heads up smart play by Justin Fields. Really, really nice job. Let's get into the next snap. You got a really nice play here. You're going to fake the pitch to the left, and the quarterback's going to run this one for 9 yards. Just a great job right there by the rookie tackle Darnell Wright. I mean, to me, watch the rookie here get physical. Watch him get powerful. With the safety wants to step up. Bam! He absolutely crushes him. That right there is such a nice job. Absolutely runs over the safety. Let's get into the next snap. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and wrap the video up. Now obviously the Bears offensive line is not 100% healthy, and even in this game, Tevin Jenkins came out a little bit. Lucas Patrick ended up coming out. Cody White here went to center. Ja'Tyre Carter played a little bit. Just overall, the offensive line once again was not 100% healthy. But when this unit right here, when Darnell Wright, Nate Davis, Cody White here, Tevin Jenkins, and at the moment it's Larry Borum, but eventually it'll be Braxton Jones. But the other 4 guys, when these 4 guys are out there, the O-line was crushing a really, really good Commanders front 7. And the Commanders had no answers. This offensive line just pretty much whooped them. And there are a lot of snaps that we did not analyze, right? There are a lot of snaps in which, in pass pro specifically, the offensive line really crushed it. They really shut down the Commanders' defensive line. And again, we skipped a lot of those snaps because I didn't really see the value in looking at guys just kind of holding guys because, they're winning the rep. But overall, I think the offensive line definitely showed me a lot. I predicted that the offensive line is going to be a top 7 unit. I will stick with that prediction. They may not be that today, but I think by the end of the year, as the O-line gets fully healthy, they continue to develop together as a unit based off the fact that they have a top 5 left guard, a top 5 to 7 right guard. Darnell Wright, I think, is going to be one of the best right tackles in the NFL. And both Cody White here and Braxton Jones are pretty good players themselves. They'll need to continue to get better, but the offensive line has massive upside. And they can definitely become one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. And I think you saw a glimpse of that last night when Tevin Jenkins got back. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing. We will be covering the Bears the rest of the season. And I will see you guys next time with another video.